Do you feel like you're just going through the motions every day? Do you constantly feel fatigue and lack of energy, but still force yourself to push through these feelings? If so, you might be suffering from chronic and high functioning depression. Individuals with this type of depression meet some criteria for a clinical depressive disorder, but tend to appear mostly normal and able to perform daily responsibilities. Today, on How to Charisma, we're going to go over 7 signs that might indicate you, or someone you know, has high functioning depression. Number 1, persistent negative thoughts. Do you find it hard to receive a compliment? If you constantly look for ways to criticize yourself, you might suffer from chronic depression. You might find it hard to feel good about yourself, even when given praise from others. You may look for ways to criticize yourself because your self-esteem is lacking, and you don't view yourself as worthy of admiration. Negative thinking tends to increase your social anxiety and stress, and doing so contributes to your ongoing low-grade depression. Our thoughts, emotions, and actions are interconnected. Our thoughts impact how we feel, our emotions affect our thoughts, and both contribute to our actions. Repetitive negative thoughts trigger negative emotions, which drags down our mood and keeps us stuck in this state of chronic depression. Although externally we might be able to promote a healthy image, internally we struggle to stay productive and control our thoughts. Although it sounds counterintuitive, you should avoid thought stopping, which is insisting that all your negative thoughts be eliminated. The more you try to stop these thoughts, a rebounding effect will actually occur and more distorted thoughts will surface. Although this avoidance practice might give relief in the short term, it will lead to more anxiety over time because the core issue is not being addressed. Depending on how much of an impact your depression has on your life, it could be worth seeking therapy. Therapy can be beneficial in reframing negative thoughts, and with effort, you can change your negative inner critic into positive thoughts. Daily meditation practice and gratitude will go a long way in changing your negative perception into a healthier and more positive perception as well. Number 2, difficulty focusing. A depressive symptom that's often overlooked is a loss of focus. Difficulty focusing can be the most challenging symptom because it decreases productivity and damages your confidence in your ability to accomplish a given task. Even if your performance may seem fine at school or work, you struggle to appear normal and waste time and energy to motivate yourself each day. On the other hand, if your performance is subpar, management and coworkers might assume you are lazy when in reality, you just can't seem to keep your focus because of your depression. Simply stated, your goal is to get through the day and not get fired. So many people underestimate how hard it is to accomplish daily tasks when you are having trouble concentrating. In addition, loss of focus and depression are linked to a negative cycle. Your lack of focus decreases your productivity, which in turn increases anxiety due to the countless unfinished tasks. And this anxiety further triggers your depression, which lowers your motivation and ability to focus even more. Outside of therapy and medication, there are several strategies that will help you improve your focus. First, establish a routine. If a task becomes a habit and a daily part of your routine, less mental effort is required each day to accomplish it. The less you think about an activity, the easier it will become. Think muscle memory. Secondly, make a to-do list. Break large tasks into smaller subtasks that can be completed efficiently and quickly. By doing so, you will gain a sense of accomplishment and keep your motivation high. And lastly, take small breaks. Do something fun or relaxing to give your brain a break and time to recharge. When you come back to find the task at hand, you will be more focused and more productive. Number 3, irritability. If you feel frustrated and impatient with other people or life in general, it is possible that depression could be the cause of your irritability. Depression, even the high functional kind, can trigger unstable emotional states. Irritability is linked to stress, and low stress tolerance is a symptom of depression and anxiety. Simply stated, depression is a mood disorder characterized by a lack of emotional regulation. You might be very irritable because your depression causes you to have a negative outlook on life. Your depression causes you to interpret the words and actions of others more negatively than they might really be, causing you to redirect your anger onto them. How do you manage depression-related irritability? First, you must identify the triggers that cause you to react inappropriately. It could be a particular person, situation, or other factors, such as a lack of sleep or inadequate food. Awareness is the first step toward improvement. Without it, change will not occur. Secondly, make sure you do things that you enjoy and find relaxing. Lowering your overall stress level will decrease your chances of verbally lashing out at someone irrationally. If you cannot improve on your own, talking to a therapist will give you the support you need to make essential changes in your behavior and overall outlook on life. Number 4, loss of interest in activities. Do you feel stuck or bored? A symptom of chronic depression is avoiding social activities and losing interest in daily activities you usually love. Perhaps you avoid social interaction because even just the thought of having a conversation feels draining. Or maybe you just find yourself on the couch watching Netflix because you feel like reading that book you were enjoying sounds boring. Unfortunately, this tends to create a vicious cycle of inactivity. Because of lowered interest, you stop spending time doing things that would normally help you lower stress levels, making you feel more anxious and depressed. And because your mood gets even lower, you stop doing these activities even more. Number 5, sleep disturbances and fatigue. Among people with depression, trouble falling asleep or staying asleep is a core symptom. On the flip side, sleeping too much is also a warning sign. And if you do manage to get adequate sleep, feeling tired and mentally foggy is very common. Fatigue is one of the leading symptoms of depression and other mental health problems. Lower energy levels typically increase your depressive symptoms, further damaging your sleep quality. If you suffer from high functioning or clinical depression, you probably feel physically and emotionally tired most days. Depression might cause difficulty falling asleep, staying asleep, or waking up too early. It's common knowledge that quality sleep will boost your mood and energy levels, making you more productive and happier during the day. But how do you get quality sleep when your depression is preventing it? Some tips include having a set sleeping schedule, no TV in the bedroom, and avoiding caffeine and alcohol. Most importantly, regular exercise, preferably in the morning, has been proven to minimize feelings of fatigue and promote healthy sleep patterns. Simple tasks can become physically and emotionally draining if you have high-functioning depression. This is even more true when you are exhausted because you sleep poorly at night. Developing a game plan for sleep is vital in helping improve your mood. However, everyone is different, so try different routines or techniques, like a bath before bed, no phone for the last hour before you sleep, or maybe even sleeping meditation. If nothing is working, reach out and ask for help. Number 6, poor appetite or overeating. Why do some people lose their appetite and weight when depressed while others overeat and gain weight? Everyone responds differently to stress, but typically, weight fluctuates because the appetite grows or recedes depending on one's mood and emotional state. The part of the brain responsible for emotional regulation, known as the limbic system, also controls appetite. So, depending on the individual, appetite will either be reduced or increased. Since depression and weight management are directly connected, finding a solution for both problems is essential to gaining a healthy mindset and body. Your perspective when it comes to food is equally important. Food should be viewed as a source of nutrition instead of mood regulation. When it comes to changing your diet, remember to take it slow. For example, start replacing soda with water. Then replace your morning chocolate muffin with a banana and continue making changes until you feel confident in your diet. Remember, the healthier food you eat, the better you will feel physically and mentally. It's good to eat healthy, but don't feel like every single thing you eat needs to be healthy. A good rule to follow is the 80-20 rule. 80% of your diet is healthy, and 20% could be considered less healthy. Number 7, substance abuse. Individuals suffering from high-functioning depression often turn to alcohol or drugs to improve their mood and cope with their condition. However, although these substances might make you feel better in the short term, they only worsen things over time. Substance abuse is often difficult to spot because it typically happens behind the scenes. High-functioning depression and addiction can be treated concurrently through detoxification and behavioral therapy. Detox eliminates physical dependency, and behavioral therapy helps alleviate the mood disorder. If your depression is negatively affecting your life on a consistent basis, we'd recommend seeking help. Let us know in the comments if we missed anything. While you're there, let us know what topics you'd like covered next. Thanks for watching How to Charisma. Don't forget to like and subscribe.